All right, we're gonna go live and.
This phone.
Oh shit! All right.
Oh, yeah. Let's just.
Hello, welcome to the, what is it, 17th episode?
1700?
Wow, 17. We've been doing it for more than a year, that means.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Thirstdays. Sorry we weren't here last month. I was just a little busy. It was my fault. And I'll blame a little bit more on Jimmy for something he did.
I was probably doing something. Sorry.
Something bad. But we're back. We're here.
At
We're
Thirstday?
Thirstday Brewing, and we have
Jay and Bill.
Jay and Bill. Got it
Right.
right. Yeah.
Last month we did it with camera blind.
Crime Punishment.
Yes,
But it wasn't last month, it was 2 months ago.
Correct. Yeah.
Last
It was
episode.
Mike.
Last episode.
Last episode.
We don't need to talk
I
about
know I
it.
remember that because I just deleted the logo from the program because I just set it up for today. I was running a little behind all day long.
So
and-
what town are we in?
We are in beautiful, historic downtown Burlington.
Burlington City, it's called.
Burlington City,
Burlington
New Jersey.
City, New Jersey.
Which is
Close
right.
to the township, which is,
One of the oldest towns in the New World.
Ooh, the New World.
The
Yeah.
New World.
I mean, isn't Philadelphia like one of the oldest towns?
Actually, Burlington is older than Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's still on the river.
A lot of
right?
bricks.
It is still on the river.
Yeah.
A lot of
Still
brick
a
out.
lot of history here.
And it's basically Talcony, Palmyra, gets you right here. from
No,
Philly?
Burlington, Bristol.
From
Yeah, man.
Bristol. Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
we're even further north. Okay.
Yep. I got to remember that for the drive home.
Yeah. Yeah,
What percentage is this one?
What's,
this is poor visibility.
Oh,
it's,
that's
6.5. 6.5.
all right. I'm so good. Just got to take it slow. Not too many of the big cups.
So, so a little bit about you guys. Did you guys meet with the now South Jersey Fermentation Club? That was Burlington
Yeah,
Club,
yes,
right?
we did. Yep.
Yeah.
We met there. Bill was a couple of months before I started, so he's a little bit
Yeah,
more of a
I guess I
charter
was a
member.
charter member. I started
Yeah.
within about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, and I was a few months.
I get no respect now from the young guys, but
Hey.
No, but
Sound
Get
good?
no respect.
I can't hang out as much at the meetings.
that's
In the
got
chat,
nothing to do with
you get-
the homebrew club though. That's everything to do with young kids.
In the chat, you get extra credit bonuses if you can tell me where that saying came from. I get no respect.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, you're not
You
supposed to
just
tell them
ruined it
yet.
for everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have a chat. There's a whole chat.
Ah,
on
no.
What?
There's like 5 people watching.
What was the
Yeah.
prize though? What was
There's
the
like
prize?
twos and twos of people.
I mean, he won, so clearly he won.
You get a beer. You get a night full of beers.
Good job.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Speaking of prizes, this will be the second official, the best of show. So if you guys don't know how we do this yet, we pick one beer that, or it doesn't even have to be a beer. One beverage that impressed us tonight that gets a $25 gift card for the store.
Preferably alcoholic beverage, but I mean, it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. It can be kombucha. You know, I don't
Tobacco.
like kombucha,
Gotcha.
so you're probably not going to win. But yeah, so remember that when you send them in, we're gonna, give it back a little bit because we know it takes money to brew it. We know it takes money to send it in, so we want to, try to cover you guys for it. So
If you win, if you don't,
yeah, if you don't, then
not our
you
problem.
just get the feedback, the valuable feedback from me and whatever guest we have on the day, and Jimmy.
sometimes Jimmy.
Sometimes Anthony will chime in on the other side of the desk. You can't see him, but one day.
So can we get back to what I just won?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's, so anyway, Barley Legal, you guys met?
Yes. Yeah.
At a meeting?
At a meeting.
Yeah.
We met at a meeting. We knew each other for a while before
Before?
the club, and then
Before?
No, not before Barley
So
League.
beer literally brought you together.
right.
Not before the homebrew club, formerly known as.
Right, right.
So,
His wife is responsible
for us getting together
starting
for this,
That's cool.
for
That's awesome.
Thursday.
And how long have you guys been here?
We opened, well, we started building out and everything in June of 2014. We opened June of 15.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we have a big sign in the basement that says opening fall of 2014.
Right.
It didn't happen. Matter of fact, I lost a bet, a steak dinner bet with Panic from Spellbound, because he guaranteed us
That we
weren't
were
gonna
not
be
gonna
open
make that.
On
by
time.
that date, so.
Yeah, you know, well,
Right.
that's the same for any construction project,
Yeah, right.
really.
Yeah.
There's always something that comes
I
up.
was gonna say he had the better side of that bet, for
We,
sure.
we,
Yeah,
we,
because
we,
he knew.
we hid it down there, but now we bring it out pridefully because that actually took us less time than a lot of the others that
Yeah.
started opening
Yeah.
up.
Right.
So, it's,
So where did the name come from?
we are the third state to ratify the Constitution.
There you go. For all you people that don't.
Oh, wait a
know
minute, was I
American
allowed to answer that question?
Yes.
history- Yeah, absolutely. You're good on that one.
Because I wasn't allowed to answer the last one.
Yeah.
People at home, if you could answer the first and second, you
Without,
I can.
without
I will
Googling
say.
it.
you'll get a pat on the back. And I bet it wasn't Washington.
Not from me.
We actually
Digital.
spent about 2 months on a name.
Yeah.
And finally, one day I said, Jay, we're never gonna get this brewery open. We can't even, with 2 months, we can't even come up with a darn name. So I was like, I think Jay came up with the name Thirstday, and
It's great.
let's go.
I mean, I think it's a solid name. It's,
With the history in the town here, it just fit with that as well.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
So what's in everybody's glass besides Jimmy, because he doesn't have one?
He's got one over there.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, mine's 6.5%.
This one was called again,
Poor visibility.
Poor Visibility.
It's our
That's right.
hazy northeastern style IPA.
Nobody's hazy
I don't
years.
like the term New England style IPA.
You want to put that in clarity, Cam? It's kind of short, but
That's all right.
it'll let people see it a little bit closer.
How many hazy beers do you guys make?
2.
3.
Out of 3.
We make 3.
Contention.
What's
Out
the
of-
third?
The Galactic Sunflower, the Juicy.
Oh, the juicy. I forgot about the juicy.
The literal one name.
Yeah,
Juicy.
we make a couple wheat beers along the way.
That doesn't
Yeah,
count.
they're-
Yeah.
Cloudy in a different sense.
I don't talk about the juicy because I don't like the name of the beer.
Watusi Juicy, how could you not like that?
I don't like it.
Oh, gosh.
I don't like it.
I think I'm with you, Jay.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's on record
Well,
now.
that's good.
Don't like it.
It's okay.
See, I'm the German lager drinker. That's
You-
what I pretty much always buy.
That's
I
why I
have
have the
gone
filter
to-
as soon as I walked in the door.
I have gone to German lagers or European style lagers and West Coast IPAs. I've gotten rid of
I like a classic.
Oh,
almost everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Coast IPA is a good old classic.
Nice.
But you don't
malty
see
bitter.
much anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Remember when like Arrogant Bastard was like the benchmark of how bitter a bitter beer was? And then nobody wanted to drink them anymore.
Right.
I think
Well,
they're slowly coming back.
I think they're coming back. And I think
Yeah.
I
it's-
think the
they're coming
palate,
back
I
faster
think
than-
people's palates are just getting, they like the sweeter now.
Mhm.
They're just getting used to that.
Yeah, they are. And now they're starting to branch off a little bit from that to get back.
I
into
give
their-
somebody this beautiful, West Coast IPA now, and they're like,
Mhm.
and they thought they were an IPA drinker now. They were so proud of themselves,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of New England.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Northeastern
Northeastern.
IPA.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, now, because people would always explain it as bittering. Bitter is supposed to be that flavor that people don't like. And I'm like, but I like bitter.
Sour is also supposed to be
Yeah.
a flavor you don't like, right?
Well, one of the problems I have is that 6 months before we opened, I lost my sense of smell.
Oof.
Oh.
So to me, the mouth
Like
taste. is
permanently?
everything. Yes. Well, it's been permanent up until now. They,
Oh,
He's still hoping.
tonight
He's still-
you got fingers
well, yeah, I can taste.
Fingers crossed.
I can taste.
He'll come
I
back.
don't get the aroma, so I trust Bill on the aroma side.
Oh, so you didn't smell that? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I smell it.
So,
Yeah, you guys are learning a lot about each other right now.
I was actually hoping to catch COVID and see if it came back.
Oh, yeah, right. The reverse.
But
So you guys heard it. If you have COVID, you have somebody that likes to hang out with you right now.
there you go. I'm coming. Yeah. So I lost my sense of smell, so I have actually not been able to enjoy as much of this. But the one thing I do know is I'm done with the juicy beers. I'm done with the juicies. I'm done with the hazies. Just give me a clean beer.
Yeah.
So what's our first beer? Juicy beer.
I'm thirsty to death.
Yeah.
I rode my bike 24 miles.
Oh,
And now
God.
I'm not here with any beer in my hand.
24 miles. I need to ride home. Blah.
Okay.
Go get the beer.
Anthony, will you give me right
I will. Go get a beer.
Of course, I primed Anthony for that at the store earlier today. I'm like, so has Jimmy told you he's going to need a ride home yet? And he's like, no.
He called me 3 hours later.
3 hours later.
Ooh, fun.
What's that? Is that Fish's beer?
No, it's from Kyle. Ricky.
Pass it around. Pass it around.
Might be okay. But it says his first beer ever. Kind of watery.
I don't
It's
know.
kind of hot out, so.
It's
Yeah, right.
IDK, which stands for I don't know for all those old heads like me. Just figured that out, to be honest with you. First beer ever, kind of watery. That's a fun thing to say. You don't have anything else on here, Kyle. So next time, Kyle, like tell us, what hops you used, and maybe some grain and some.
There's no
beans.
hops. It's just water. Just
Is
carbonated.
it just water?
carbonated
Kind of
water.
watery, also kind of malty.
Yeah.
Here, let me pop this for you and you can pour it.
Oh!
Man.
Definitely
Quite
carbonated.
No, it looks that's yeah, right.
I'm sorry that cat took a trip somewhere in your brewery.
That's okay.
I have no idea where.
Look, there's a cockroach taking it off with it right now.
Oh, there he goes. See you, buddy.
That is not good marketing.
Yeah.
They're not in the
Yeah,
bar. They're not in the bar.
I
They're
keep
in
my
the.
criticism to the names of the beers. So
I gotta say
That's okay. There's at my house, not the one I just bought, but the one I live in now. My one cat, he passed. He had cancer in the mouth, and I think we needed. Oh, he didn't have that.
yeah.
So he passed, and he was the mouser. He was the one that catch the mice. So I never have mice. So, but when he passed, then I started.
This is
having a lot of
Kevin or
mice.
Kyle?
So much so that I think they have different colonies in my house. And I think I literally caught the.
how did I get all the empties in front of me?
Oh, you want me to pass that over there? I literally
Bill, how did I get all the empties in front of me?
caught two mice from different colonies.
I was thinking out of
That's a bad idea.
just out of camera.
Just
Bill.
don't care.
All we have to do is put them out of range.
Yeah, just
There you
over there. So I literally caught two mice from different parts of the house in the center of the house fighting. So they were having a battle royale, and then I spooked them, and they got scared, and they ran off to different sections of the house. So I know that
Turf
there's
war.
different colonies.
Turf war.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, Pickle Rick. They're going to come out with weapons soon. It's going to be a scary situation. I'll be in bed. I'll be pinned down. I don't know.
I smell yeast.
So you gotta talk about beer.
Let's
Yes.
talk about beer. Bill, how do I think this smells?
Well,
So-
first I think the carbonation was great.
Yeah, you nailed that.
First of all, what kind of beer are we?
We don't.
We don't. It's the beer.
I smell Belgian.
I do smell Belgian also. Oh no, here it is. French Saison.
Oh, okay.
That's Belgian.
Yeah, that's
What's
it.
the I don't know part?
Huh? I don't know his category entry.
Oh, okay. So it's French saison.
Beer's fine.
No, I think this is. I mean, if this is your first beer, literally, this is great.
No, the smell is great. You get a lot of like esters on it.
This
A
beer's
little bit of phenol, a little bit of clove.
Yeah, nose is nice.
Yeah. I mean, I see what he says. Kind of.
It's
watery.
thin in body, but that's how a French
But that's
saison
fine,
typically,
You
take
know
it
the
down.
reason why this is thin and watery is because it's a French Saison yeast, and Saison yeast will eat all the sugars.
Everything.
All the sugars.
I like this beer.
It
And-
just leaves no body left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what this beer is supposed to be like.
And
So
it-
I
you did good.
tell you, this is a lot better than that third state Pilsner I had.
Guilty.
We'll have that later.
We're gonna do this. I was like, I got off my bike and I stood there and he's like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, the Pilsner. And he's like, it's the only one I don't like. I drank it was amazing. It was great. I just busted your
But Bill does not like it. So
I'm
remember that.
allowed to have a least favorite beer.
You
right?
are. You are.
You get 20 beers.
Yeah, he loves them all. He just loves
So
that one a
come
little
here
less.
and drink the Pilsner, and then tell Bill how much you like it, and make him feel bad about that.
Right.
And then he'll like it himself.
Everybody else likes it.
He'll
All
learn
else
to
are-
love it.
They're, blowing smoke. So.
Well,
No, but seriously, if this is,
I actually want to taste it, because I love Pilsners, and now I'm very curious.
if this is first beer, then this is
I think it's-
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I wish we knew a little,
It's-
like, was it all grain? Was
Yeah,
it?
I think it was.
it-
I don't taste that. You know, that
The
zing you
extract,
get from
yeah.
the extract.
This is great.
yeah.
I like how dry it finishes.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the watery. You know.
There's
Good-
something
good
missing,
way to
and
say something.
I can't pinpoint it though. There's
Is it
something missing.
Acidity?
Maybe it's just, it doesn't have enough of the funk. Maybe it's a little too clean.
Might have been fermented a little
It's just
cool.
it leaves nothing on the top. Like it rolls up, like, he probably had a good point. Why it's a little watery? I'm not sure.
I think it's just the thin body, probably.
I mean, do we know the alcohol?
No, we don't.
We don't know any of the other stuff.
No, so it could be just a very, low alcohol,
Yeah.
saison as well.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier, like, if you could give us more information, we can give you more feedback on it. It's hard just blind tasting it to give you more exact points, but we can give you a roundabout of what we think. I think it could have maybe used a little bit more spice to it, maybe a little bit of coriander or seeds of paradise. I like a little bit of pepperiness
Yeah.
to my saisons.
Yeah, and I'm not getting the pepper, which
Yeah.
I typically would get.
So some of the saison yeast will yield more pepper flavors than others. So
Yeah.
you could have done. I think it was is it T58? It's like super. Is it
That's super peppery.
super
Yeah.
pepper? Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
I like French saisons, so I'm not complaining at all. It's fine.
No, that's
And
great.
like the fun part about saisons is there's such a wide range of how it can really taste to the
Yeah,
style.
right.
Mhm.
Because if you go saison Dupont, it's just like super like yellow color, crisp, clean, and then you have a lot of other saisons that have like all spice and I think like not what was it? Brassiere. I can't remember the name.
Go
Saint
ahead.
Folion. That's another different one that has a lot more funky flavor to it. It's one of my favorites actually. Saint Folion.
Just we get the
One thing I can say, Kyle, don't get discouraged.
Yeah,
It's a great beer for a first
No,
shot.
first beer, wow.
So I mean, if he's watching or watches later, like we don't really like sugarcoat anything. If something's bad, we
Yep.
say it's bad. So the fact that we said that was a great beer, like that's pretty
Yeah.
good feedback right there. in general.
Really good
Yeah.
first time out.
And it's
Really good
easy to be somewhat abusive to yourself. Of like the first time you make something,
Yeah,
it
sure.
doesn't taste-
I feel it could have used a little more carbonation. I know it had a lot on the initial one, but I did find it a little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty good.
to start with, is that it isn't holding.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well,
there's nothing in there to
I
hold
remember
it.
my first beer, but I'm sure it wasn't that good. My family liked it, that's all that mattered, right?
My first beer was
Family liked it.
the brewer.
They drank it.
Yeah.
My first beer was the Brewer's Best Oktoberfest kit,
Oh, okay.
and I didn't like lager it at all. It was great. It tasted good.
Mine was the Brewer's Best Mexican Saison.
My-
Or a Sarah Cerveza. So.
Best cerveza.
Mine was I don't know. My wife bought me. It was 1995. She bought me a homebrew kit, thinking I needed a hobby. And I thought going out to the bars I had a hobby. So she bought me the homebrew kit. It took me. It was a Christmas gift, and it took me until like June. And we were living in Dallas, Texas, and it was 100 degrees out every day, and I was trying to maintain temps in a garbage pail that I would put ice in each day.
And this is 1995.
1995.
There was no
Right.
Kvike back then. You
And-
couldn't, nothing you could do.
Finished up that beer, and it was god awful.
Yeah.
I mean, it was horrible. But I brought some in at the. It was around Christmas time next year for the end of the year kind of office party, and gave it to one of my colleagues, and he said, "Tell me what you think." And he sipped it and he tried it, and he said, "Oh, this is very good." I said, "What do you like about it?" He says, "It's free."
It was great.
The best beer is
It's my favorite flavor, yeah. It's my favorite style. of beer.
That's my favorite style now, free.
My favorite style of lunch.
My first beer heavy quotes there was I was working at a country club in Statesville, North Carolina, and I was like 17, I think, 17 or 18 years old, and I just learned about this whole like, I didn't know, I had no books. I was 17. I had no concept. I've been baking bread for years. So I started baking bread when I was really young. But I learned like barley and hops and sugars and yeast make beer. So I was working in the country club and we had pearl barley, like the stuff for soup. So I boiled that up with some extra sugar and I threw a bunch of strawberries in there and I got some bread yeast and I put it in an oyster bucket, like one of the kitchen, when you're doing, and I put it in there and then I put it in my car.
Oh.
Yeah.
To ferment?
No, to get home,
To
take
bring
it.
it
So I didn't want to ferment it there because I didn't want the chef to find it and yell at me, and then I didn't want my mom to find it and yell at me, so I kept it in the car.
Never left the car.
Kept it in the car.
And the next day, I was driving and I made a hard turn and it fell over and spilled inside the car. So it's a wonder that I even like beer these days. That car stunk for like months. Just
Yeah.
rotten strawberries and yeast.
The kit that my
Delicious.
wife bought, she bought, I think, from a magazine.
Yeah.
There was the closest homebrew store to us at that time was down in central Dallas. It was 35 miles from my house.
In '95
Yeah,
was George open then?
I don't remember. I just
In
remember.
Center
it was-
City?
Yeah.
He may
Oh.
have been open. I used to go to a place in the early '90s, right over the Tacony Palmyra Bridge.
Yeah, it
It's
was
a little tiny shop. He sold wines. I can't remember the guy's name.
The
place
He
where-
moved down to Ardmore and went out of business.
Yeah, that Barry was the guy that owned the store before us, but he would actually go to that guy before he opened the store.
Right.
So, because he had the two options
Was it
of
beer crafters? Brew crafters?
no, that was
I
that
can't
was in
remember. It was on
Jersey.
73. I remember that in that film.
Yeah, that was the Brew Crafters was right over the bridge.
Yeah, Blaze used to work there, I think.
Yeah, he would help package stuff there. All
Another
right, next
go-
beer.
Beer.
Yes.
Maybe it's a beer. Maybe not.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a wine. What do you have? Wine and mead?
We have a mead, no wine. I mean, I have wine in my trunk, but I'm not going to get it now. It's too late.
Yeah, wine's fine. We have a mead. We have some more beers.
No, that's a mead.
We got some mead.
That's
All right,
an interesting.
Who has good pronunciations?
Who has a corkscrew?
Okay. Maybe I
I grew up in New
recognize
York.
the name.
Oh, I didn't think about the corkscrew.
No corkscrew?
What's that?
You guys have corkscrew?
Or
We
a
probably-
corkscrew.
Isn't there one in that thing?
No, this is a razor.
I have.
Oh,
I have one, but I'll have to get up and
That's
move
all
my
right.
mic.
No, just keep it
No,
on.
you
Just
can
turn it
keep
off.
the mic on.
Or keep it on, whatever you want to do.
Or you just keep it on. We
What
can
is
hear
it,
you.
cars?
I'll be back.
So, this is an,
Go ahead. What is it?
let's
So,
see.
so I would have said it.
all the hop names are like,
That is not.
so that,
I knew you should.
Well, there's no hops. It's a mead. It's not
Let me
hops.
take the rest of these glasses.
That's
Yeah,
it's the type of mead it is.
Semi-sweet Acerglin.
yeah, he put that down there and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be broken. Really?
Yeah, I knew that was.
Almost immediately. Yeah.
We did good.
But I thought it was gonna be by him, not
Yeah.
me.
Local New Jersey wildflower honey,
Oh,
EC 1118.
so my mic was off for one
Vermont
time.
maple
Oh, you sounded good.
syrup.
Did I sound good? I don't know. I don't think I'll confirm that when I rewatch it.
So this is a
Probably
maple
didn't
mead.
sound good.
He's got it written underneath. Acerglin, I guess, is maple mead.
Uh huh. It's a smoked. It's a hickory smoked
Doesn't say whose it is. though.
maple mead. Jeremy Camito. You see the label. He gave us wine the last time. That very good Spanish wine.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. I believe this is a typo negative tribute drink. Jeremy's a weird guy, so.
Jeremy's not a
No
weird
room
guy.
for hate.
Oh, Jeremy's a weird guy. We're buddies. He's a weird guy. I'm a weird guy too. I get it. I mean,
Dude, that label's freaking awesome. It really,
Can some of us see it?
no.
Like the 30?
that label, I don't know if he designed that, but that label really.
The label was a gift. He had older labels before this.
Oh, that really scratches something for me. I have a big thing for like octopus and waves and that whole.
Which is weird because I don't see you as a beach or an ocean guy.
No, it's more of a psychological horror Lovecrafty.
Okay, you just like tentacles.
He's definitely
I
not.
do, I do.
He's definitely not a beach guy or water guy.
I mean, you're a
Yeah.
Anything outside.
Bill's having a hard time finding the.
The toolbox was rearranged.
Yeah.
do you
Hold on a
have-
second. I think I know where one is.
We're gonna do this, guys.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
I mean, we can do the boot on the wall
Yeah,
trick.
yeah, boot on the wall.
I've done that
We
before.
do the saber trick.
Boot on the wall.
Yeah,
It needs to be carbonated.
yeah.
If you hit it hard enough.
It
Well, I don't
still
wanna-
needs to be carbonated.
I don't want to drink
Because
glass.
You want it to blow the glass away from the beverage.
I'm like, I mean, but do you?
Yes, you kind of do.
Oh, by the way, second you stepped out?
I heard it from the other room.
Yep.
Perfect. That timed it perfect.
Funny.
Even if we had a coarse drywall screw, we can do it that way.
So I had a customer come in, we were talking about sabering open champagne, and he's like, I have a video of somebody sabering open a champagne. And he shows it to me, and I go, that guy looks familiar. And he's like, yeah, who do you think it is? I'm like, is that the guy from the Counting Crows? It was. It was a video of the guy from the Counting Crows, you know, the guy,
Yeah.
sabering open the champagne.
Bill, right where
Whoa.
I left it.
All right, we got it.
Sorry.
That's it.
If
But
there's
it's
any
just
County
fun.
Crow fans out there, like,
Get bent. Get
Everybody's
bent.
mic it back on because
Sorry.
the whole
Never
first-
turned mine off.
the whole first half of the show, my mic was off. The guy that sets up the show didn't turn his mic on.
All right, let's move these glasses out of the way, but let's not put them underneath.
Yeah, you're good. You look in the front.
you know, just
Yeah,
balance it like
it
Bill
just
did.
doesn't go all the way over.
Yeah. As long as the light's on, we're good. We didn't splurge on the lapel mics. We got the cheapest ones we could find on Amazon.
They work, man.
And by we, you mean me.
Yeah, Jimmy did. I mean,
If
that's
you would have
fine.
bought them, you would have spent $20,000.
I probably would have. I just bought a orbital sander for doing my house, and you know, you can buy an orbital sander for $89 or
You
so.
can.
Mine was $250 because I bought a
You
Fest.
should return it now because you used it.
No, I'm gonna buy. I need to
I'm
borrow it
never
off.
gonna
But we
return it.
can't
I think
return
it's a
it.
good
yeah.
tool. I like good tools.
What are you gonna do with it?
I will find something to say.
What are you gonna
It's
say?
gonna sand my floor, dude.
I got a house now. I got a. Oh, by the
We'll find
way,
something to say.
welcome your newest New Jersey resident. It's me.
It's also known as
Oh,
the
well,
third
hot
state.
mics, guys.
Third
These are-
state.
State
I
He's
am
the
now a
clap.
third state member.
or the Garden State.
I just bought a house in Oakland by the store.
Best
and,
coast.
Beautiful.
And yeah, after 25 years in Philadelphia, I'm finally coming back out to Jersey.
You're older than 25.
I'm older than 25, but I spent the past 25 years in Philadelphia.
We
so-
just got a comment that says the mics sound great. So.
Is it? Well,
Was that from my dad?
No, it was
Of course not. You
No, he's still
remember
tracking.
that?
no.
he only
Oh,
listens
you
to
weren't,
his
you
dad.
weren't there.
I don't think I was there for that one.
He's still tracking on you.
Sounds like shit.
We were at Imperial Yeast.
No, I had COVID. I was.
And who was it? James Holland?
No,
No.
it was Ryan Rope.
Oh yeah. And he just starts laughing behind the thing. He just starts laughing, and I'm like, "What are you laughing at?" He's like, "Your comment." And I was like, "What comment?" Well, my dad's name and my name's the same name. He's James. I'm Jimmy. And he said, "Didn't you just say that the audio sucks?" And I was like, I didn't say that. And I was like, "Did somebody hack my account?" And he's like, "Oh, it says just your dad." And I was like, "Thanks, Dad."
Only let us know when the audio sucks, not when it's good.
Yeah. Oh, he stopped watching. He doesn't watch anymore.
Imperial yeast.
Guys, so
My
busy
new
watching
best
the
friend.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
used to do a lot of yeast.
did we go over what this is?
This
Yes.
is what we're going to as we
Well,
we
we
get
can
to
do it
cheers.
again.
We don't ever cheers, but
Cheers. Cheers to you.
Right, so who is this?
Jeremy Comito. He's a buddy of mine. He's a good customer. He's mostly moved on to wines, but he brews beers and
Good
stuff
thing
as well.
that you're here because he did write it on.
Well, I wrote that sheet up.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah.
So what does sex strength mean?
Oh, it's a high gravity meat. It's 13.5% alcohol.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I
And you had
I
to
get
pour it all the way
that.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of honey is it?
Wildflower, Jersey honey.
New Jersey
I
wildflower,
can smell the honey.
hickory
Certainly
smoked. What's smoked?
I don't know, dog. Something smoked. I don't know. The bottle.
Hickory smoked New Jersey honey. How do you smoke honey? I guess put it in a smoker.
Honey blunts?
Yeah, honey blunts. We all did it. Yeah.
Liquid smoke.
Liquid, could be, probably not. Local New Jersey honey, EC 1118, Vermont maple syrup.
I taste the smoke though.
Oh, yeah, it's
definitely.
definitely smoky.
It's not bad.
I like it.
That's why I was wondering
It's different.
what honey it was, because that, remember that honey that you gave me from, it's the lantern
Oh,
fly
from,
honey?
yeah, right, the lantern fly.
How is it? It's good?
Yeah, it's actually very smoky. It's
Oh,
interesting.
Did you not get a bottle?
No, I can get shit, man.
I bought a bottle for every employee, and there's only like
Do inventory at
5
home.
of us.
Yeah.
There's 6.
I guess fish
But then there
got
was
fish
like
got a
9.
bottle.
Yeah, we did
That's
that.
at the beginning of COVID.
It doesn't matter. I don't need it. It's fine.
Lay all those people off.
All those people.
A nice subtle smoke, and I love it.
I like this. Yeah.
You know, I just.
I thought it was.
Wouldn't think of
I thought this was
smoking.
gonna be a lot sweeter, just
Something
based
like
on like the style, but
It's
it's
not
nice. Yeah.
overly sweet.
No, it's not at all.
Right. It is sweet. I mean, it is a.
It's nice though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
the sweetness is going to come through just by alcohol alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
The smoke is interesting. It really, you know what the smoke does for me? Usually meat has that like honey.
That mustiness,
The
right?
musty
Yeah.
honey flavor.
It covers
The
it up.
Smoke covers that up. It gets rid of it.
It's like there's smoke damage in a basement. It kind of hides that funk.
Well, this
That's
is
what I need to do.
this is
when
why
I
I'm
do
here.
Smoke it out.
to communicate to the audience that the smoke is an aroma thing. I get no smoke out of it.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Even on the, like, when you taste it, you
No.
don't get.
You don't get that cherry wood or hickory or anything.
That's
Well, I mean,
weird.
they say the majority of your taste is also smell, because after it goes
About
in the back-
85%.
Yeah.
And 85% of that is smoke.
But so you
Yeah.
don't,
85%.
so there's no, like, human, like, instinct deterrent if you have no smell on whether you're eating something that's smoked or not. It's basically.
No. So
So
I
like-
get I get what the tongue tastes.
So if you had like ribs, you could literally have like boiled ribs, or you could have smoked ribs, and you.
I get the same savory.
Really?
Just salt.
from
Wow,
meat.
light
salty.
boring
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, isn't it?
Just rub it in.
I love Bill here. He's great.
Hey, the real son of a bitch over here.
Saying.
Hey, we like people to be brutally honest on the show.
It's
Oh,
not,
here,
It's
here.
not boring for those around me who actually wake up to me having left the gas stove on.
Right. Right.
I get a call at the office one day. My wife, I answer the phone, and she says, "Surprised to hear from me."
Is this a trick question?
yeah,
What is
call me
this?
up.
Yeah, we're direct fire gas back here. This is
I'm
why
not
we
allowed-
don't let Jay
I'm not allowed to
brew
do
with us.
Yeah.
At least not alone.
Were you
I'm allowed to
saying
use the
something?
electrical.
But Jeremy just meant, he said, I burned a bunch of hickory chips in a chimney and condensed the resin with diluted water, or distilled water, and he diluted it into a liquid tincture. So,
Wow.
That's
Good job.
yeah,
Scientific.
that's real good,
some,
man.
That's some Alton Brown shit.
Yeah, right?
Because he
Some
did that
food
one
science
episode
type
where
of stuff.
he
man.
made his own liquid smoke
Hmm.
by steaming water and with a foil tint, so it would just go and like keep falling in.
yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, I like this.
What was his? Ask him, and what was his?
You ask him. You're talking to him right now.
Jeremy, what percentage of honey maple did you put in this?
Yeah, give us some numbers.
Some
Jeremy.
numbers. We want the numbers, the raw
Numbers.
deal.
It's all about numbers.
All right.
See, I've always
Tell us exactly how to make this, please.
poo-pooed the use of maple syrup because the flavors don't come through at the end.
Nah, I don't think it's for me.
And it's
Yeah, I get
so
it, I get it.
freaking expensive.
Yeah.
You know, like I've
Yeah.
always been like, yeah, just don't. But
Same with honey and a lot of those other.
It's
four
true.
stuff.
Unless you
Serve
back
fermentation.
sweeten it or do something.
Yeah, well, it's true to say for even like with honey, I made caramel with it, and it loses really well with maple syrup, and it loses the maple syrup flavor.
Yeah, it's very
right.
volatile stuff, man. You know?
Yeah, maple's a tough thing to work with.
But I guess it couldn't be called
Hickory
Acer Glen.
smoked maple mead.
Well, Acer Glen is a maple mead.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna go with it's not called Acer Glen, but the secret if
A cichlid.
Acerglyn?
I'm not liking enough.
Hey, if anyone can pronounce this, give us phonetically spell it out for us, please. Yeah.
Please phonetically spell that because we.
A or a?
It's
I
15,
don't
15 pounds of honey in there.
Yeah, I don't like
15 pounds of honey.
for a 5 gallon batch.
I have a recipe.
5 or 6 on it.
15 pounds honey, but how much was the maple syrup?
Secret. Trade secret.
Hey, are we ready for the next?
Are we ready for that?
I'm ready for whatever you bring on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Very good though.
Yeah.
Like it.
I'm probably gonna finish that.
It is very good. I'm not a mead drinker, so that's all I'm gonna have.
Appreciate the.
Oh, and by the way, everyone, thank you for whoever dropped off a beer at the store for me for Welcome to New Jersey beer. Fish is horrible at taking notes and telling me who it was, so I have no idea who it was. So if you can let me, if you're watching, let me know it was you. Thank you very much. It was wonderful.
We still love you, Fish.
Yeah, still love you, Fish.
I mean, love's a strong word.
It is a strong
Are you
word.
guys talking about fish?
Oh, guys,
We're talking.
it's an
We're
acer.
talking about our buddy Jimmy Fish.
What was it?
It's the-
beer,
hold on.
has-
Wait, before we move on, what was it called?
It's pronounced Acer Glen.
Ashland.
Ass or Glenn? I mean, I don't know.
Acer Glen. Yeah.
Circling. All right. Oh, speaking of fish.
I said
Is this
that already.
Fish's beer?
Me and Jimmy did quite a bit of brewing years ago.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, I have to tell a story about Jim Fish.
Oh gosh.
Love Jim. He's a great guy, but you know, sometimes he could be a little critical.
Well, sometimes.
So
We call him the old curmudgeon at the store.
He calls himself the old curmudgeon.
Yeah. It's,
he's over at my house. We're doing a bit of a brew day at my house one time, and he wasn't brewing. There's 2 or 3 of us there that were brewing in the backyard, and Fish came by and he was hanging out with us, and he criticized almost every step I did in my brewing. And I mean, if I was being tested in process, he probably was right in criticizing me, but he just criticized to the point where after about 3 hours of this, I turned to him and I said, "Why the hell are you still drinking my beer if you don't like it?"
Yeah, so everybody remember, just take Fish like a chip on the shoulder.
You know-
He's got some opinions, but you don't have to follow him.
There's always
Do love him though.
I mean, he knows what he's doing.
That's true. That's from the heart. He's a
He
fantastic guy.
does know what he's doing. He does make damn
He
good
does
beers.
know what he's doing.
I mean,
He
we'll
makes damn good
we'll
beers.
see. We should drink this beer
We'll
before
see.
we say that.
So,
Yeah, we should.
So back onto this beer. It is a second round of the last brewer standing for, I guess,
Barley
the,
Bagel, I'm
the
sorry,
South Jersey Fermentation Club. The club that won't be.
Barley and Eagle.
Well,
So the South Jersey Fermentation Club, I guess they did a last brewer standing competition and made it to the second round. So this is a Dunkelweiss.
I want to be clear. I was there, and Fish gave me this beer, and I asked for as much information as possible.
That's all
I
you need.
left the store and got something to eat and came back. And that's what
That's
I got.
what he came up with.
is this year's last?
Yeah,
first
yeah,
game?
yeah. It's
Okay.
still being judged. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been like kind of discussing having Fish on the show.
Oh no, he's gonna be on the show. Yeah.
Wait, but no, I
I should have
think
brought him tonight.
Yeah.
I think the better thing would be is just having him do the show by himself.
Just get up and leave.
Just him by himself, and we just keep giving him beers.
Just keep it up here.
The fuck is this?
He's very honest.
At least we know.
Actually,
He's told us multiple times he doesn't watch the show because he doesn't want to watch a bunch of us old guys getting drunk. So now, like, we can talk as much shit on him as we want, and he's not going to see it. And we'll just have to say, you know what, Fish? There was a lot of topic that came up about you. You're going to have to watch the show.
Somebody just suggested that Fish should have a monthly segment.
Just
I would love that. I'd watch that. Yeah.
Segment,
Yeah.
cut into it.
If the
That'd be
objective
amazing.
of this show is to speak honestly,
Yeah.
you got it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, for one, Fish. It's
flat.
not carbonated.
It's flat as fuck, Fish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's that.
you may have a problem in the second round.
I'll knock the.
Throw that over there if you want.
I'll knock the cloudiness towards.
It's
Well,
a
it's a
Dunkel.
nice-
It's a Dunkelweiss, right?
Oh, the Klaus is good. And to be honest with you, the smell is amazing.
It does smell really good.
The
I mean,
bananas.
you can't let them go.
Yeah. All right. Give us. Yeah. It smells like butts.
What's
No,
this
no,
caustic?
It smells like it smells like artificial banana flavor, like the ruts. Runts. Remember the runts? The little.
I don't know what yeast to use, and he wouldn't tell me, so who knows?
I'll tell you what, this is fucking delicious.
All
I
right.
like it. I think it's great. It has a banana flavor like crazy. It's got
No,
a
that's
little
a
bit
nice
of chocolate
banana
tone.
smell. It's not too bad.
I get the
love runts.
slight banana flavor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's like a chocolatey banana.
Yeah.
I wish it had more carbonation still.
Yes.
I agree with that.
A little
Especially,
a little bit like
Great.
so.
yeah. We wish it had some carbonation. Yeah.
Tasted it without the,
Yeah, exactly. It's not. It's got dance on your tongue, man.
Carbonation's on the front of the tongue.
Yeah.
So
It's
you're
slightly
getting
there.
it.
I think Fish. I actually think he might have bottled this like right off the tap as I was standing there. I don't know.
Oh, he has this on tap at the store?
Yeah, this is on top of his doors.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I believe
I
so.
think I gotta go to the store. I like this.
I'm gonna stop in. I'm gonna stop in when you drop off. Yeah. When I drop you off, I'm gonna grab a. I'm gonna pull
This
it.
may not still be in the store.
There's 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 3 gallons. He's gonna come in tomorrow and be like, "What happened to my beer?"
If
I'm like,
if
well,
I
we
go
watched
about
the show.
if I go about 3 or 4 miles out of the way, it's right on my way home.
Yeah. We'll meet you there.
Oh, so you're gonna drop off your.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll take the highway home. I don't need the beer. I'll
Yeah,
buy
I
it.
mean,
that was pretty good. Like you guys said, other than the carbonation,
Yeah.
it's a great beer.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
So at least we know the carbonation's gonna ding him, so he's not gonna win the gift certificate.
Oh, I found out.
You can swirl it all you want. There's no bubbles. It's
It
not
makes
gonna.
it look-
It's not gonna change. Nothing's gonna change.
I'm just going. I'm knocking out.
Yeah,
actual bubbles that could
look
be
at
in
the
it.
lacing on that glass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful.
He's trying to make sure there's absolutely no carbonation.
I noticed that Kyle had another beer in there.
Was it the same Kyle?
Is
Yeah.
it the same
Same
beer?
beer, yeah.
Did he just give us 2 bottles?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's
so
what you're
sweet.
supposed to do. So. That's
Well, that's fine. I mean, at least we can back up the not carbonated beer with the carbonated beer.
You just blend them together. You just gotta.
Carbonated.
Yeah, no, that's great. Good job, Fish. I'll let you know that when I see you tomorrow because I know you're not watching.
Yeah, as usual. Good job, Fish.
Learn how to use a beer gun.
He's the one that does the roaring from Blickman too.
Might have been his first time.
Oh, this was too fun. What's the end of every joke? Fish.
Boo.
That was Hillman.
That was me.
That was me. Now, Fish, we love you. I'll tell you.
While waiting for this new year to come up, we also have a collaboration at Thirstday with the South Jersey Fermentation Club. It was actually barley legal when we did the collaboration.
It was.
Oh,
it's
right.
great.
Why didn't you have to look at this? Because it doesn't say.
It just has initials, and I had to.
Oh, okay.
It helped me too. I understand exactly what it did.
But we did a collaboration scout with the club, and they come over here, and we brewed up an Imperial Stout. It's been aging about a year now.
Wow.
Oh,
Is
it's
it
in
more
the
than-
It's
It's
over.
in one of those barrels.
I sent it out to the lab. It's well over 14% right now. They want to age it forever,
Yeah, I
Well,
bet.
they're not getting that.
but I want to reduce
Sorry.
it.
Precious real estate. Yeah. Yeah.
What are they paying you guys for rent?
Yeah, they're not paying anything.
No. This is-
Just saying.
Yeah, sorry, Matt Talbot. Sorry.
So our next not beer is a cider. It's the Magic Garden Dry Hop Cider. It comes in at 5.6 alcohol percentage. It was made with 5 gallons of apple juice, SO4 yeast. The original gravity is 1048. The finishing gravity was 1004. It had 4 days of dry hop at the end of fermentation. 2 ounces of Citra, 2 ounces of Mosaic, stabilized with potassium metabisulfate and potassium sorbate. Back sweetened with 2 cans of frozen apple juice concentrate before adding sweetening liquid, diluted to, it was 5.8, diluted to 5.6.
So it's still.
I'm guessing it should be still. From the sound of that, it should be still.
And they named it
Magic.
Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA.
It's a really well intact label for a reused bottle.
Yes, this is definitely flat.
And whose cider is this?
I have glasses.
Oh, you have the glasses.
I don't know.
Uh,
This is
He didn't put a name on it.
The Magic Garden.
I mean, it's more carbonated than Fish's beer was.
It is.
Ah,
It is more
there we
carbonated than Fish's beer.
Ooh.
It is nice and clear though.
It's pretty.
So, I mean, when it's not carbonated, would it just be considered apple wine at that point? Or I guess
No,
apple
no,
wine would be
no.
alcohol percent,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So over 10%, I guess, would be apple wine.
I think so. And the yeast and what makes a wine? Oh, that's a pretty drink though.
Let me have your empty there, Nick.
Oh, they have to.
Yeah, just put them on the floor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Let's
Right
not
beside
do that.
Toss them right over your shoulder. Don't worry about it.
I'm afraid of walking around.
Let's
with,
go to
my-
interesting-
my
I can
slip-ons.
smell the hops.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's got an interesting
It
aroma.
has like a fresh hop, like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like not like a boiled hop, but like
It smells like, I
like
smell
when you
mosaic.
take it off and
I
you,
smell citra, I smell khaki.
Isn't that Simcoe?
Oh, yeah, Simcoe. They smell like a.
I don't
I
get the
guess-
Simcoe,
No,
but,
I don't smell the cat pee either.
No.
That's what we're at. That's what we're talking about.
it
No,
smells,
it kind of goes away.
smells like a hoppy candy. It's got like little like
What is that?
What is the
I'm gonna drink that.
what is the
terpenes, right?
Terpenes,
It
yeah.
smells like it's got terpenes.
That's a
No.
weed saying.
I hate that.
You hate that?
No.
It has an upside down smile. Right?
No,
You hate the cider or you hate
I don't like this
the
at all.
name terpenes?
No, I just don't like this at all. The cider, I don't like the cider at all.
I'm not a big fan of it either. So when you said
This tastes like wonton soup.
sodium metabisulfite,
I taste it.
I
Yeah,
taste
I
it
know.
exactly.
When you
does
said
that
Yeah,
mean I'm gonna get a headache?
probably.
Yeah.
when you said that, I thought immediately.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's the taste. That's
Yeah,
what
you want to stay away from sulfites when you're trying to stabilize anything. If you want to just use a sorbate, sulfites are going to stay in this, and as soon as you cork it, they're not going to bleed off anywhere.
So they will come out, like if you just left that in the bottle
Sure, yeah.
for like 24, 36, 48 hours, that would probably fuse out. But you put it right in the bottle and capped it off, and it's got nowhere to go. So that's what I mean, it tastes, the nose, oddly enough, it didn't have like sulfite in the nose, but
Yeah, the tongue.
maybe it was like a mix of the hops and the.
Yeah, I'm getting something on the tongue. I can't say if it's sulfite because
It's like really dry. It
Yeah.
like makes your tongue rough.
and that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's very, very.
Yeah, we did a wine club for a long time, and I started, like with wine, you use potassium metabisulfite or sodium metabisulfite for like the sanitizer, and I got to the point where I wasn't stabilizing anything with sulfites because when you sanitize the carboy and you drain it out,
It's all in there.
there's still enough sulfite in that little bit of liquid that's still touching the glass that'll stabilize it. Because it's literally a quarter teaspoon per 6 gallons.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, so to try, if you're going to try to salvage this, I would say,
Dump them into a bucket and let them sit.
I wouldn't say dump them into a bucket because it will oxidize
I mean,
it.
it's not gonna
It's full of sulfite. It's not
Well,
gonna
I would say
oxidize.
when you go to serve it, decant it into
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's a good call.
a serving vessel and let it breathe for
on
a while.
Wednesday for Thursday.
Yeah. Let it breathe.
Give it 48
Throw it-
hours.
Throw it in the fridge and let it breathe for.
That's true.
48
Yeah, crack it open.
hours.
Crack it open
It kind of
tomorrow.
reminds me. This kind of reminds me of our first attempt at a sulfur. I mean, of a
Sulfur.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
the
uh,
good old sulfur.
First attempt at a seltzer.
Seltzer, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It was very dry,
Yeah.
but it had that.
yeah.
it had that.
You don't have to finish them.
Yeah,
Well,
You
believe it or
don't
not-
have to
believe it or
finish
not, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Did you?
And it was very different. It was just
I didn't-
I
I didn't-
had never had anything like that with the. I got, like I said, the mosaic, maybe a little of the citra hop in a cider. It was unusual.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I agree.
I could taste them up front, but then it was just the back flavor was just sulfites. And I just know the flavor because I've bagged up sulfites before, and it gets in your throat. You can taste it.
Oh, when it gets in
I
your
don't know the
sinuses,
flavor
yeah.
because I don't use them.
Yeah.
it gets in your sinuses and it just.
I know from drinking
You remember when you
wine,
drank
I
that
get
wine
headaches.
at West?
Yeah.
There's those cases
I
of
don't
wine up in
understand
the.
flavor of it though, but
Ugh, they're still
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Are they really?
Potassium
What am I gonna do with
sulfite
them?
So bad.
give them, no.
I can't give that to somebody. That's horrible.
I mean, technically, I guess that will eventually bleed to the corpse.
Yeah, after like 12 years. You tasted that wine. It was bad.
Yeah. That was Tommy made it, right?
No, I think it was JP made that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Next one. I need to get this flavor out of my mouth.
Yes.
Can I have a glass of water, please?
Yeah, it's sulfite-y.
So now we know he's in the sulfites, guys.
Yeah, no, just you only need potassium sulfate.
Yeah.
You don't need sulfates. If you're using it for sanitation, that's fine. You don't need to add it to the beverage. And honestly, I would switch to Star San if you are. Oh, Joe Rosenblatt. Did I say that right?
Joe Rowe.
Joe Bro.
Yeah, he enters a lot.
Yeah. He gave a street address. You guys want it? His phone number?
Absolutely, dox him.
No, I'm not.
Let's get him on the line.
That's what doxing is?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
If
that's
it's
the
on, if
That's
it's
part
on
of
the
it.
label,
beginning.
Well, yeah.
So this is Joe's
Swat
Brown
'em.
Ale. That's all I got.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe's Brown
I think Joe actually submitted this for the last episode, but we just did not
Joe's
get to
Brown
it.
The one that we didn't do.
So down.
No, the one before that. We had too much stuff on
So-
it.
So what were your theories on the differences between an American brown ale and an English brown ale?
One tastes good, the other one doesn't.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
What was the
My thoughts are American hops.
You mean too much
You
hops?
need
Too much.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah, there's no real hop flavor coming through in an English.
Yeah, no, English is all about the malt.
And
That's right.
in American, I think you need that Cascadian type of
I get you. That's what you're saying.
hop to come
Well,
through.
and like,
pretty beautiful.
it's very true because Cascade is like the
Well, it smells
quintessential
good.
brown ale, American brown ale.
Yeah,
hop.
absolutely.
It's usually straight up Cascade.
This doesn't smell like
I've
an
done a couple
American.
American brown ales, and they were okay, but I do prefer the English. I do prefer the malty side to brown ales. Oops, sorry, I touched my mic.
Sorry,
I
I
like-
know you're talking, I just had to drink.
Yeah, they're also using, when you're doing it in English, you're probably using slightly less attenuative of yeast. And you're getting
Yes.
some,
You get the flavors
you're
from it.
getting a little more flavor. It's people, when they're making American brown, they're using, Chico, so
Well,
and it's drying it out. So all you're getting is,
That and water profile. Water profile is pretty different.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, this is good.
This
No,
smells
this is-
great.
This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah.
It's definitely English. I'm finding it to be very light bodied.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
It's,
I'll tell you, I
There's a
like
good
it.
amount of flavor though.
it's not as malty. It's not as.
If I may,
Go ahead.
it might be a little more carbonated than I would want brown ale.
See, no, I
agree.
feel I don't. You drink a Newcastle, it's kind of like this. Though.
I agree.
This is very Newcastle.
I agree, but if
No.
you're looking at a British brown ale or a UK brown ale,
Is there more?
they're much less carbonated.
That's it, dog.
Shit.
No, I get that.
Wine
Yeah.
glasses.
That was
Well,
good.
Also, the problem with homebrewing is getting the carbonation.
Oh,
They don't
absolutely.
have the equipment
Calculator's pretty-
to.
Eh,
And honestly,
It can be.
Whether it be
It
whether it
can
be a
this could use a
an
touch
American
more
or a British
carbonation.
brown ale.
One at
I
a
think
time.
it's-
Too many people talking at once.
For me, whether it's American or British brown ale, I find it to be much too light bodied. Not enough of a mouthfeel.
What were you saying about it?
I like it.
You like it?
You
I
said-
think it's
you're
good.
saying more carbonation.
I slightly more
I
carbonation.
think less.
I don't mind the
I would
carbonation.
agree on the
I don't
carbonation
think
a
it's-
little less.
I
It's
personally,
not bitey at all.
I think if it's an English brown ale, it's too bitter.
yeah.
I think if you're going for an
I
English
see
style
that.
brown
I
ale,
see what you're saying. Yeah.
it shouldn't have that bitter bite in the first. It should be mostly malt.
A little too
and-
roasty.
And should finish sweet.
And I'm not getting overly bitter. I'm just not getting the maltiness, which is
Yeah, well,
impacting the mouthfeel as well.
and I'm not saying overly bitter, where it's going to be very noticeable, but it is bitter in the beginning. It doesn't have a sweet start to it.
Mm-hmm. I
Agreed.
got you.
It just has that bite when you first taste it. And usually, like an English brown ale, you'd have that malt front.
That malt front, and that's what I'm not getting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean, it's a good beer. That's why we're picking it apart.
I'll still drink the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good beer. It's not,
That's
I
why we're getting into it, getting the nitty gritty of it.
I'm just not
I
sure.
need to drink a whole pint to figure it out.
It's got to warm up while I drink it. I gotta, you
So
know,
next time, if you could
It's true.
submit a keg,
I like it a lot.
just a growler,
a full growler would be great, maybe for.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, I know you probably like beer, and you probably brew more than just 12-ounce bottle. So maybe a 22 next time. Maybe a half keg. Just saying.
We got kegs. You can fill one up and bring it
I'll bring a
back.
jockey box. But yeah,
Hey,
no,
come back here. We have one.
Hey, see? But it is good. I like it a lot.
I don't wanna push forward, but, I'm going to, I think we were talking about doing flights
What
of
we
Thursday beer.
Thursday beer?
Yeah, but did we take all the flight things?
No, I think we have one or two more. As long as customers aren't using them.
Did we drink all the scented beers already?
Is that everything?
Yes, we did. Except for there's that one Kyle one.
When are we supposed to?
Oh,
vote
there's
on
two of
those
those though, right? The
Yeah,
same.
it's the same.
Who's best to show?
What was the best thing? What was the best
I
to show?
think, I think we need to taste some of your guys' beers, and then
Yeah,
we'll
but-
tell them the best to show.
Okay, but we're not in the running.
No,
Alright.
You can't.
You don't want a $25 gift certificate?
To the
You know.
homebrew store?
How insulting.
Whoa!
Don't slam the
Please
table.
don't be polite.
The microphone's all you.
We will.
We learn from a good ribbon.
I'm pretty honest with everything I drink.
My problem with that is, if you give us a $25 gift certificate, Bill goes down and spends $100.
Yeah. Give them the 25.
That's how this works.
The brewery gets the bill.
So really, so we had what, Kyle,
Yes.
we had fish, fish doesn't count.
Well, fish counts, but he missed the mark because it wasn't carbonated.
Correct.
So
I
he
didn't
can't win
eat.
anyway.
And he's also an employee. I think we
Well,
should stipulate that.
Beyond the point of that, yes, it's true. But beyond the point of that, he missed his score.
And then we had
The mead.
Jeremy's mead. Yes.
Jeremy's mead. No offense, but the
Sulfite.
cider didn't work.
No.
So we're at Kyle, Jeremy, and Joe, right?
Yes.
the
Joe's
three.
is very good, but I think it kind of missed the point a little bit. One, like Joe's brown ale's great, but you need to tell if it's going to be American or English so we can really judge it to those styles. But it was very good. The mead was amazing. I usually don't like mead, and that was really good. The smokiness was amazing. Kyle's first beer was great, but I think the mead would take it for me. What do you guys think?
I'm going with hands down the mead,
Okay.
and I didn't even get the smokiness.
Well,
But to me, that mead was just very.
So we got
very
two
good.
votes on mead. What do you think?
yeah, I don't mean to go with the flow or anything because I like to be anti, but that was very different and I really enjoyed that subtle smoke flavor.
Yeah.
In the mead.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a thumbs up.
Mead, all right. Mead takes pretty much takes it. I mean, Jimmy, you can tell him, but Mead's taking it.
Doesn't matter what I have to say.
What do you say?
Not
Say
really.
it. Say it.
No, it is 3 against, yeah. I mean, I guess you get 1 too. You know.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true.
I'm a tiebreaker. I'm a tiebreaker.
Same. I'm also an enabler, though. I think the mead was probably the best show, but as an enabler, I would honestly say Kyle because that.
Kyle's was
maybe-
surprisingly good, especially him setting it up as not being good.
Because you have a
Yeah.
handicap, right? You have a handicap.
Absolutely.
That was their first beer they've ever made.
Absolutely.
And he's going against Jeremy, who's brewed a lot.
I'll tell you what. I think Jeremy won,
Yeah.
but Kyle did such a good job. I'll hook him up next time he comes in.
Yeah. let's do
Hey,
it.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Yeah.
You got it. So.
Great to both. Now,
So
now
who was
we're
the
supposed
one?
to bring back some.
I'll go with Thirstday flight and we can,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys can pick on us.
Yeah.
I'll
I'd love to.
tell you what, I will grab another
Hey,
Thirstday
it's okay,
flight.
I pick on my own beers.
You guys
enough.
can you guys can try the Thirstday
Nothing's
flights.
ever right. I
I'm
change every
actually going to
beer.
go for a full glass of something.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Pilsner.
The Pilsner.
Very well made. Or the Session IPA, one or the
How
other.
many, what do you guys have? You have how many beers? You got?
What do you have?
We
Yeah.
got,
Have-
right now we got 9 on tap.
No, 8,
Yeah.
because of the Pilsner, you're not allowed to.
Yeah, no, we
You
got 9 on
gotta
tap.
pour me some of the Pilsner. I want to
Okay.
try it.
We have, we for
But
New
but
Jersey.
you'll
Brew-
get it, you know what? That's perfect. We'll pour you the Pilsner.
For New Jersey ABC
Brewers
regulations.
know when their
You
beer is
guys need
full.
these?
Trust me.
Nah, well, we'll bring them up, but, for New Jersey.
Do we have to go on a
ABC
tour
regulations,
first?
We actually had to,
Before we drink 'em?
take tap 1 down and
Don't forget
tell
your
them
mic's
people to
on.
look at our tour.
Yeah. They're really, yeah.
Be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
So remember, your mic's on. So when you go
Yeah.
up there and
That's
talk,
it, hot mic.
Don't talk shit about us.
everybody will hear you.
You can turn them off.
I think it's more interesting. We can hear what
Yeah.
they say. We can't even.
No,
hear
I
what
can
they
hear
say.
them. You guys can't hear
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Anthony will let us
What's
know.
the range on those things?
them.
Pretty far.
Yeah, that far. That's fine.
You can still hear them?
Well, no, they're being very quiet. They might have turned them off.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me see that meat bottle.
I want to drink more of that mead, but I have to drive home, so I don't want to do that.
Jimmy doesn't.
No, he
wrote it.
doesn't.
No room for hate. This is great.
There's a good bike ride here. It was like just me and my buddy John Weibel, we and Aaron from Philly Distilling, we've done this ride, but not all the way. Had we known, we would have stopped here.
You might as well just finish it.
That's,
Woo.
And I am not a meat drinker, so this is you deserve the $25 gift certificate if I went in for a second.
Hey, Jeremy, if you want to drop another bottle of it off at the store that I can enjoy by myself, that'd be fine.
you can do what?
Enjoy it by myself, that'd be fine.
At home?
Yeah.
Mix it at home? Or just
Good.
Well, I was going to take this one home, but we didn't have that many beers, so I figured I'd bring it. I knew it was going to be good. Yeah.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, Anthony just won you $25, so make sure to thank him with
This
another
label.
bottle of meat.
Ooh, this label might come off.
You going to take the label home?
I like the label a lot.
They're nice. They're matte finish with like.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's a great label. Wherever you got this label, it's good. I hate these crappy labels that just do that.
Just do that.
You got too. You
I
went
think it
too
was a
hard.
little
man.
aggressive.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
that's
thought
it.
it was like a vinyl almost. I think it's kind of vinyl.
It's not a cling, man.
Oh, remember everybody to click the like button and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like and subscribe. I don't really know what it does, but
Somebody do it so we know what happens when you do it.
yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
what they always say on these things. So do it.
I don't know how this was printed, but 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Oh yeah,
All the toner
That-
just came out right on my fingers.
so that's a laser printer.
All right.
So which one's this?
This is our session IPA, 4.3%.
Oh,
You
good.
know,
All right.
as a brewer, one of the toughest things
It's a hard beer to really nail.
I guess you gotta turn.
Yeah, you're
myself,
back. You're on now. There you go.
Turn myself.
But
back
as a
up.
brewer, the hardest thing to do is brew a low alcohol beer with really good flavor.
Absolutely, yeah.
And body and all that. It's, so I'm working my way through that because I've got a demand these days for lower alcohol beers.
A lot of people running here, I saw.
Yeah, we have a run club that meets here.
Wherever you can
They don't
find
wanna drink the,
Thank you. What's your name?
Tommy.
this is Tommy.
So we're
Tommy.
gonna have like 500 people.
Tommy is our
Tommy
beer
here.
man, our
When
beer
he says
man.
500, he means 5.
That's okay.
So everybody come visit Tommy.
Tip well.
And tip well.
Tip well.
Very
Then
well.
I'll be here.
Yeah, and Tommy, don't take my seat, man.
We're not talking this $1 per beer tip. We're talking $2 per beer.
You hand him a
$2 beer.
20.
Shit,
Just
we
hand him a
need Tommy
20.
because I don't remember the name of the beer.
He's gone. It's too
I
late.
don't.
Alright, so first one,
I don't.
first one Bill brought.
Yeah.
Is that?
No, that's
No.
what's in our hand.
Okay,
You have the session.
Did you guys bring the exact same thing?
so this is Session IPA.
Same beers.
The other one is a Galactic Pale Ale.
Oh, okay.
So the session IPA.
Are the moon rocks in it? Why is it galactic
Delicious.
pale ale?
It's just out of this world.
Well, that's cool.
Delicious, but I don't get the IPA part of it. Personally.
You're probably right. It's not that bitter.
Yeah. Or
That's
floral.
what you're missing, right?
Yeah, it's not bitter or floral.
Yeah, it's more pale ale.
It just tastes like a session delicious beer.
It is a nice session beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's definitely, it's missing the bitterness for IPA.
Good beer though.
The floral side of it's there. Like I get it a lot.
I get a
on the
little
back
bit of
end,
that. Yeah.
which is great. It's very enjoyable, and I like the thin body of it, but it's not so thin that you don't taste it on your tongue.
Yeah, it's not watery.
It's not like water.
Yeah, like I said, brewing up a 4% beer with flavor is so tough.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why I like this a lot. I mean, you can't have everything in a 4% beer.
What yeast is this?
You just can't.
About to ask.
But I'll tell you this though, this was more of a thiolized beer.
I thought so.
I used
Okay.
all the hops in this were used in the mash.
I thought so.
This was a pilot batch, an experimental beer, and I loved the way it came out for a first try.
Yeah.
And I want to add to it. And,
It's either you would add to it or rename.
yes,
Yeah.
as a pale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
Because
that's the
I
problem.
like this the way it is.
I like
But
it.
here's the problem: when you're adding all those hops to the mash,
Mhm.
you're guesstimating how much bitterness
Yeah.
you're going to
Yeah.
get out.
It's tough.
So I took a shot at what I thought would give it a little more bitterness. Yeah.
Is this a one and done or is this a flagship?
Just gonna play with
No,
it.
this
Keep
is
playing
one-
with
this is
it.
the
Oh yeah.
first time. This is the pilot batch.
It may, I hope it's not a one and done because it's been one of my go-tos recently.
No, this is, I mean,
Yeah.
like seriously, like me and.
Like I said, it may come down to the renaming it as just a pale
And
ale.
can we guess the hop? Can anybody guess the hop in it? There's only one hop. It's a single hop.
You said it's stylized. Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't get any hop, but.
Is it Calypso? I don't know.
Calypso.
Is it Calypso?
That's sick. Calypso. Never knew.
Or is it Sa? What do you
Does it
got
start
there,
with a
Sa?
C?
Very good.
Is it Centennial?
Citral. The Centennials. Well, that's not
Wait,
just
Citral?
It's also a C.
That's a brand new experimental hop.
It is citral.
We're
Trademark
This
Thirstday.
is
We're
citral
growing up on
used
the
all in the mash, and I had never, to be honest with you, I was on a little thread with Chris Lapierre from Iron Hill Brewing,
Yeah.
and from Stone Brewing. Come on, help me.
Oh.
Greg? Who are we talking about here?
I know,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Head brewer at Stone Brewing.
Mr. Stone.
Yeah.
Mr. Stone.
Yeah, I can't.
Excuse me.
Johnny
Yeah.
Stone.
I'm
Johnny
getting-
Stones.
I met him once. I can't remember his name.
But anyway, and they got me interested. And I was like, it was one of these weekends. I had nothing to do. I had a pilot batch open. I said, you know what? I'm going to try something new, something I didn't think would work my whole life. And I tried it, and
Yeah, it works.
I think it works. But like you said, not enough bitterness to call an IPA.
I would,
So the name's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. But that's the thing. Like when you're trying something new for your first time, like it may be the fact that where you may not hit the point that you were looking for,
Happy
but you
accident.
made something good that you don't want to throw away.
Yeah,
Where in a
absolutely.
sense where you're like,
Absolutely.
I really like this recipe, so you know what? Let's
Yeah.
name it more properly for where it falls.
yeah, don't get rid of this beer, but yeah, I mean,
It's really good though. I love
like
it.
this is Viking beer. So like, yeah, me and my buddy, I mean, we'll go out
Or
and do-
running beer.
yeah, like 25, what's the name of it? Does he have a name for it?
Shit, Jay.
No, we're just calling it
Shit Jay is a
Shit
really
Jay.
bad name.
I would not call it that.
That's,
One piece of
one
free
those
advice,
pilot
yeah.
batches. The state makes us pay for every name now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll call
Really?
it
episode
episode
14 or
7.
something. I don't know.
17.
The episode 17 Pale Ale.
Yeah, I think Shit J is just.
I mean, it's gotta be a dark ale.
I
That's
think
gotta be a border.
No, but he's got an
I think,
infection.
I
So
think it's just above Watusi Juicy.
Yeah.
Juicy.
But like, honestly, like that was like, I don't wanna say lawnmower beer, but that is that.
It
like,
could be, yeah.
That is that like sweaty, I'm exhausted, I'm tired.
It's a longer beer
Refreshing,
flavor.
just
Yeah.
give me something to wet
but
my
it does have a
yeah.
little
Yeah.
hop flavor, which is also one. You can't do these.
Do you want to tell us what yeast you use? You don't have to.
I can tell you exactly what you
Oh,
see
okay.
if I remembered. Hold
It-
on.
it-
I have a lot of
If
these
you
strains
can,
running
if you can
through
pull
the
a beersmith.
I will tell you, I probably used
It's one of the newer ones.
Imperial.
Oh, okay.
Chico.
that.
All right. It's not.
I'd like to tell you, I go into my computer and look at my
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, Imperial has a plug for you.
We'll get back to you on that.
They make good yeast. Whatever.
But
They're all good.
Imperial
Pick
does a
one.
lot of great stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The best thing Imperial does, I don't have to pay for shipping anymore.
Right.
I drive over. to
We're waiting.
Philadelphia.
We're waiting for
Yeah,
this.
And
Nina's there.
Nina
She's
is
awesome.
she's just
She's sick of hearing
she's
from
just
us.
We had them on.
Do
the-
you have them
Did-
yet?
Yeah.
Did you ask her
She's
the other?
awesome.
Not yet.
We actually went out to the facility and we set up over there and did a show over there.
I
It was
missed
a great
it.
show.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Ryan wrote was our sound and
What is
producer.
this? What is this?
This
What
is
am I
the
looking
next
for?
beer that they brought us.
All right.
I mean, last
I don't even know, but
This is my last, the last beer I'm having.
This is Tommy.
This is the Galactic Pale.
Okay.
This is a Galaxy hop.
No, actually, it's brewed with Galaxy.
It's all Comet. Nothing but Comet.
True story.
I'll just put that
We're
right
a craft
in the
brewery, and this is what sometimes things happen. I had a big bag of hops back there. I thought was Galaxy. I looked at it. It was El Dorado. It was time to dry hop, and I couldn't get it.
Right.
So it was brewed and bittered and a little whirlpool hop with Galaxy.
Oh, okay, and dry hop.
Dry hopped with Amarillo.
Oh, Amarillo. Oh, that's great.
And
So you didn't use the Eldorado. You did not use the
so
Eldorado.
it is not.
I think it's still back there.
Yeah.
Oh, I did the same thing.
Just don't.
We actually have a name for it back there, almost Galactic, because our
Right.
Galactic Sunflower beer is terrific, but it's also dry hop.
And
Failure to launch.
We've got a lot of customers who love Galactic Sunflower.
So you just use a biofiner or clarity firm or something?
Clarity from.
Clarity Firm and
I
Biofilm.
like the nose.
It depends on the beer.
It depends on the beer.
Are you guys labeling that for gluten people?
We do not.
All of our beers are gluten reduced, except
Poor
for
visibility.
our hazy beers.
Right.
Because
It's
it
counterintuitive.
So,
kind of
right.
aids.
Right.
So we do not. We'll be open with people when they ask.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's not great to like maybe throw it out there
This
as
has
a.
got that Amarillo flavor on it. I love it.
You got that just
tastes
from the
like
dry
Texas.
Yeah, yeah. No, I Amarillo is one of my favorite hops. I always we brew a lot. I brew with Amarillo
Guilty.
nonstop. I love the hop so much. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have longevity when you use it in aroma. It bleeds off pretty quickly, so you just gotta consume the beers quickly,
That's it.
which I did
Oh, no.
very well. So, so it wasn't a big deal to me.
So what do you guys think about this?
I think so far it's good.
I like the other one better, but that doesn't mean I don't like this one.
I think I get
Hurt me, come on.
well, I get like a bubble gumminess in the mid flavor of it. I don't
Do
know
you?
if that's
Because
just a
now
little-
that's something that I would normally get, and I don't get that in here.
Yeah, bubble gum.
Yeah, I don't get that in here.
but it's not like the off flavor bubble
Yeah.
gum.
Okay.
It's just what I get from the combination
Not like
of the
saison
hops.
bubblegum.
No,
Yeah, well, the
not like that.
combination
Yeah, see, now I would get a
got me a
saison
little,
bubble
and I
gum.
wasn't
I don't get it.
sure, but people are ordering it, so and loving it, and they're
So,
complimenting us on it. So
It feels like it's missing something that can make it a little brighter in the mid flavor. Like it
I
kind
agree.
of goes from the one hop to the next, and it needs something to bridge it. I feel like it's missing something there.
it's missing more Galaxy hops.
Probably.
That's honest.
Or honestly, even like a little shot of like Simcoe or Citra in there too. I think would just bridge the gap because you are using the two different hops.
Right.
Amarillo I always found is a little bit more like blackcurrant-y, fruity in a sense, and like Galaxy was a little bit more on the grapefruity side, but not quite as much as Simcoe, or not Simcoe, but Citra. And I think it just needs something to bridge that gap. Like it's, the mid flavor is just falling flat for me.
The mid flavor.
I would agree with
The
that.
hump.
Like it hits your tongue, you get a nice fruitiness, and then carbonation level, and then it finishes off with the Amarillo. It's just in the middle. It just needs something to brighten it. And I don't think it was
Yeah,
sweetness.
Amarillo isn't exactly this bright hop.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, I get it.
No, it's more of a dank.
dank
I
fruitiness.
don't know about dank, but Amarillo, I get like.
I think it's like blackcurrant and fruity. I don't know. It has a fruitiness to
But
it.
anyways,
that other
there
hops
was the
don't.
hop on hand,
That was it.
And that was the dry
You
hop.
work with what you
That
got. Make beer.
And-
Whatever you got, you make it.
People
And we
like
had-
it, and now I think to myself, now do I have to make 2 different beers? Because when I drink the black, because people
So-
like this.
You do.
The,
Now
the
you
one
do.
question would be, like both these beers that we had, seemed like the grain bill was very similar.
On these 2 beers, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably.
You want to try something different.
I would like to try something different, but also something that could maybe, if you're trying to do something different with this, maybe throwing something in there like a biscuity or something to kind of give that middle flavor something.
I don't want
Something
to say
to
this is
stand out.
cloying, but I think this is sweet enough as it is, this one.
Sweet,
I
yeah.
don't think this is,
It's-
maybe,
It's not our normal lactic.
Our normal galactic is cloudy.
It is.
Hazy.
We were trying
A lot
to.
of yeast flavor.
the-
But
the-
you
I
don't
don't,
get the yeast
I don't
flavor.
think
We-
sweetness is what I'm going for. I think breadiness
right.
is what I'm saying.
Like more of a starchy.
Something more substantial.
Yeah,
To kind of
like,
cling on
like
to.
when I say biscuit, like some type of biscuit or victory, I think that would be an interesting flavor in the middle, where you give it a little bit of biscuitness. But that's just playing around, you know.
This one, I hope he doesn't.
I like it. I don't think
I
it's
love all the feedback.
the first one I thought was better.
Because trust me, after this, I'm gonna go home and beat myself up, and I'm gonna.
Well,
I wouldn't beat yourself up.
I'm gonna make better beer, and that's what I do.
You
Yeah,
better
just-
do an Instagram post with a black
I
box.
suddenly change every beer I've
Yeah.
ever brewed in my life.
Just do
and
better.
you
That's
may
all.
not
Just do
even
better.
know.
Well,
Just
I'll
do
tell you
better.
what,
It's like, it
I
gets
do the
in your
same
head.
thing with all my hobbies. I lay there in bed and I stare at the ceiling and I think about what I could do to make it better.
Right.
And that's just the type of person I am.
Same way.
Alright,
Yep.
Jay.
Yeah.
So let's really give them shit, alright? You wanna get a flight of the Pilsner now?
We could do the red IPA.
I think we do a flight of the Pilsner.
I
Now,
think
you
yeah,
guys
I-
have-
I want to try the Pilsner.
You guys have to try the
We'll
Pilsner.
do the red IPA.
I'll do a flight of
You guys gonna make me do this?
This is
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
got
Okay.
about 5 minutes left.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do this flight of Pilsner, and then, we'll
Don't call it.
say adieu,
Adieu.
and then we'll go drink the red light.
Then we'll have a red IPA off camera.
You want?
That's for the Patreon. That's for Patreon subscribers if you want to watch
You
this.
want to
You guys all know about that.
$1 a month, man.
That's it.
$1, if you just ask $1 a month from everybody,
Making a cool
It's
$6 a
it
month.
seems like to me that would be a little bit more on the Krista side,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Here's my problem. I have a big issue
Yeah.
with,
yeah. I was like,
I don't know how this got in my brain years
ask for $1
ago.
a month. I'm like, oh yeah.
That's
The minimal
fair.
crystal malt.
I donate to
need to-
Wikipedia.
Hold on
You
a
know, it
second.
is what
Hey
it
guys,
is.
the extra conversation is going to
Ours
confuse.
is more important.
It's going to confuse the viewer.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah.
So let's try to keep it to one conversation at a time. So as you were saying,
I forget what I was saying.
yeah, I know.
It didn't confuse the
I'm
viewers. It
sorry.
just confused
I
you
It
don't know.
guys.
was
That's what we were
confusing me
talking
because
about.
you guys were talking and we're trying to talk about the beers, and it was just.
Oh, the
We're talking about
beers.
Patreon.
Oh, are you Patreon?
Yeah. How do you think I afford the car I have? I got a Patreon for this. You guys don't get a taste of that.
Yeah.
Your beak's out of there.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Nobody really knows that. Like, we do this for free. Anthony makes like $500 a show on his Patreon.
Really?
No, I make nothing. I'm not even being paid right now. No, I make nothing. I usually get a pizza,
Did you say I'm
but
making enough?
I make nothing.
He had wings.
Off of this. Usually I get dinner, but that's kind of stopped. Just saying.
Okay, what'd you bring? Did you bring
I
some
was
right
really
there?
quiet coming back, just because I didn't want to spill anything.
That's good.
There's a little.
So this
There you go.
It's the same damn color,
There's a
Jay.
little red lipstick on that cup. That's what I heard.
It's the same damn
I
color.
know that was the blood from me, my tears.
My bloody tears. Which one was it? This is the Pilsner?
This is the Pilsner.
All right.
Oh my God. I'm about to get bashed. I only went to the Czech Republic and brewed at Pilsner Urquell with my recipe, but I can't do that here. Don't have the equipment.
Oddly enough, like now that I've had those other 2 beers, this one's darker than the other 2.
Yeah, it's fun.
It should be lighter.
I mean, Pilsners have a little bit of Vienna in them. Traditionally, it has a little bit of Vienna, so it's darkened up a little
This is
bit.
gonna be really interesting. What do you guys think? Because this is just one batch.
Have you guys
One
ever brewed
batch.
anything twice?
We're craft breweries. That's what craft breweries are about.
He's
You know,
crafting
you don't have
beers.
to-
You know,
we're changing things all the time. Like, you don't like
I
it.
love the like ready
I'll tell you
response.
Yeah,
what
fuck
is
you.
missing from a like traditional German style pils.
Okay.
One would be a little bit of maltiness in the back. It doesn't really have it finishes off very clean, which is nice, but a lot of German pils will have a little bit of sweetness towards the end. The beginning has a nice little bit of bitterness, which I like. I usually like pilsners that have a little bit of bitterness in the front, but it doesn't have that Saaz finishing. It doesn't have that brightness that Saaz brings to play in Pilsner, where it finishes with like a little florally aroma that kind of builds into a malty back, and that it doesn't have that. I think you needed to go a little bit heavier on the like the 10 to 5 minute hop range with some Saaz. I don't know what hops you use, but
Eldorado, right?
They don't touch Eldorado around. They don't touch it.
I use Saaz.
Okay.
I use Czech Saaz.
Yeah, classic.
I'd say go a little heavier in the end then.
This actual beer you're tasting, I told you earlier I was a little upset about it.
Yeah.
During our transfer, we use a big whirlpool hop, and we only want it to be on there about 20 minutes. So we get the Saaz hop flavor and aroma, but we don't get that vegetal
Yeah.
Yeah.
matter. We had a problem with our chilling that day, and sure enough, it took us 2 hours to run off.
Yeah.
So now all that beer is sitting in that those hops are sitting in that beer for an extended period of time, and that's I think what happened is that what you're not getting, what I get, is a little vegetal matter which has overcome that Saaz flavor. There's plenty of
Yeah.
Saaz hop in there, and it's
And are you doing it all in the whirlpool in the end for your Saaz? Or?
I do a small first word hop just to prevent a blowover, and basically almost all the hops are in the whirlpool at the end.
See,
And flame out.
I don't believe in that for pilsners.
Okay.
I feel like they do need it in the last 10, 15, 10, and 5 minutes. I think pilsners do need that because you get a little bit more flavor from the hop. And when you think about it, do you think that the old traditional pilsners ever did that in the whirlpool? Do you think that they would ever like do a whirlpool for 20 minutes in the old style breweries? Probably not. I don't think they knew
Probably
how
not
to.
because they didn't have the equipment
Exactly.
to do that. But what they probably did do is they steeped the hops.
Mm-hmm.
They absolutely probably steeped the hops.
Probably,
Also,
but-
also probably significantly
I
less
think-
bitter than they are now.
Yeah, and
There's a whole lot.
I don't think they really knew about the steeping too much, but yes.
But,
like,
but what I will tell you is, I won a national homebrew contest, Pilsner Kel, and got to go to the Czech Republic with my beer and brew with
Nice.
Laka Burka
Oh, that's awesome.
and Pilsner Kel in the Czech Republic
That's awesome.
with my beer. So I did something right because the head brewer,
but not with this one.
the
Just
head
not this
brewer-
time. Yeah,
the
just
head
not this
brewer,
time.
Pilsner Kel loved it. They, it was a great experience for me,
Yeah.
but had a bad day.
They can't.
Had a bad day.
They
We
can't.
only get those.
If I could butt in,
But otherwise, no, it's not bad.
Yeah.
By any sense. I think you're beating yourself up a little bit by saying it's bad.
Also, that was a triple
if
decocted beer.
I could butt in,
Well, that's where you get the sweetness from too.
so,
We're having a thing.
I know, you guys are like,
Thing.
you guys are ruining, seriously. So which one of you guys does the marketing? I hope it's not him.
It's not.
This one sucks.
Yeah, I was like, this is a fucking great
do
pilsner.
we do marketing?
And you start talking. And I was like, oh, wait.
It's a field thing.
Wait, no, you're right. This sucks.
It's not bad.
Jay
What
does
does marketing mean?
I mean, just keep this guy back.
We actually just hired a marketer. Her name is Sam, and she's doing Wonderful
But
job.
Good job, Sam. Good job.
Something that
Yeah.
3 guys in their 60s couldn't handle.
Jay, talk to Sam, leave him out.
We actually did the same. We have Trish that does it for
Yeah.
us, and I'll tell you what, it's such a godsend, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It is.
Because half the
Fine.
stuff, like, I don't ever want to think about what she does for us.
That's so great.
My
It's great.
my
That's
iPhone
dude.
my iPhone 4 pictures on Facebook were just not cutting it.
I'm 4. That thing still works.
I had a 6S. I've recently upgraded to an 11.
Yeah, I upgraded to an Android.
Some would say that would be a downgrade.
Some would.
Some would, but not me.
No, man, I got S22 Ultra, man.
Ooh, you got the S22 now.
Ultra. bitch.
Ultra, baby.
I have the S21 Ultra.
It's got the
Yeah,
pen that pops out. On that note, anybody want any
Yeah, I
closing
think we're
thoughts?
just wrap up.
I would say thank you for having us,
I
guys.
would say
Like,
thank you for
the beers overall here
Thank you
are.
for having us.
The
It's-
beers overall are great. I think you guys should come out, check them out. This is the first time I've really had a chance to check it out.
Yeah, Thirstday in Burlington
Thank you.
City, just don't, just drink the beers and don't talk to Bill.
And-
Like, at the end of the day, like,
and
I mean, talk to Bill about other stuff.
Just not beer. Don't talk to him about beer. That's all.
Please talk.
And if you're coming from Camden County, do not ride your bicycle here. It's too hot.
It's fine.
What's
It's
that?
fine. He's a little cherry
He's
thing.
still got 23 miles left.
Yeah.
No, I'm riding 23 miles home with, I think maybe you know.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Hey, thanks
No,
for
but it's been great.
thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
thank
been
you.
awesome.
So much.
And thank
Remember,
you,
guys,
Fish.
smash that like, leave Fish a comment, and
Everyone, maybe email Fish. It's fish@phillyhomebrew.com. Tell him you want him on the show every week.
He needs to be on. He needs to
we
be
need
on.
the fishes, the fishy corner.
He could do the
Yeah.
opening.
The open swim. It's the open swim. It writes itself.
The open slip of fish. No,
Everyone wave goodbye.
see you guys.
Take care. Thank you.
Cheers.